Hey guys, it's Russell back. It is August the 2nd, 2020, and on today's video I am going to be testing and reviewing Superior's wire wheel cleaner. We're going to be using this on the Jettis wheels. I have let them get absolutely as dirty as I can stand it. They are disgusting, so we're going to be using this at, the ratio is 6 ounces to a gallon of water. So I've got a spray bottle. I've put about 1.5 ounces and 20 something ounces of water. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna see what this will do to some very disgusting wheel caps and the actual steel rim. I've got one cap on one side and I've got the cap off and the steel rim on the other side. We're gonna see how it does. We're gonna see if this is worthy of your hard-earned money. I know a lot of people have been, I've been so incredibly busy this year, and I'm trying to move and all that other stuff, so I wanted to go ahead and do a video. It looks like it's getting ready to rain, but we're gonna do it anyway, rain or shine. So let's go out and take a look at how dirty these Jettis wheels are. It's disgusting. All right, so this is nasty. That's the front wheel that I left the hubcap on. It's the rear wheel. That's pretty bad. I don't even know if I want to touch this. Look at that. Disgusting. Poor Jettis paint. After 22 years, here's the just the steel. After 22 years, the clear coat is now failing, and there is no bringing that back. It accelerated very rapidly this year, so definitely no more polishing videos. If you guys know anything about the A3 or Volkswagen's paint in general, the A3 body cars were never known for their paint durability, and I can tell you that this paint has lasted probably 15 years longer than most Jettis I've seen. So, but it's getting ready to turn over 393,000 miles. It is running awesome. Hey, but let's get to the video here. So I'm going to set the camera up. I'm going to be doing the shot this way. It looks like it may storm, but we're going to do it anyway. Let me get the pressure washer hooked up. We'll spray the wheel and see what happens. All right, so I've got the mixture solution in my heavy-duty Rubbermaid spray bottle. So we're just going to spray this entire hubcap down, including the tire itself. And I'm going to put a timer on. We're going to let that sit probably about 2 or 3 minutes. And let's do this side while we're at it. Make sure you wear eye protection. Ooh, this is very acidic smelling. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit. Wow. Okay, so let me show you guys. That is already doing it's already putting in some work. Is this like watching paint dry? So what is this that we're trying to get off is a combination of brake dust. It's mostly brake dust, some road grime, which is going to have grease and oils and all that in there, and whatever else was on the road when it rained. But mostly it's the compound from the pad and the rotor, mostly the pad. All right, so I'll come back in 2 minutes and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so it's been 3 minutes. That's what that looks like. That's what the rear looks like. I wanted to make sure the pressure washer was going to work. It hasn't been started in so long. But let's go ahead and do that. Let's blast this residue off. see what happens. All right, so not so hot there. It did remove some of it, but you got to remember some of the debris removal is going to be from the pressure of the pressure washer. Now this is not a degreaser, all right? I would say it probably cut through 40%. So what do you say we hit it again? I'm gonna get some gloves this time. Let's say that we hit this again with the wire wheel cleaner and see if a second application will remove a little bit more contamination. And we may give it a little longer dwell time, but this stuff is really putrid smelling. All right, we'll do the same thing on the back. Now the back's never, these are drum brakes, so they're never going to get as dirty as the front. All right, I'm going to set my timer here. I'm going to come back, we'll say 4 to 5 minutes, and see what the second application has done. All right, it's been 5 minutes and 45 seconds. There's the front wheel. There's the rear. So let's see what happens when we hit it with the pressure washer the second time. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it's definitely better. I probably would say 70% of the debris contamination is gone. But you know what? I'm not satisfied with 70%. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna try this product right here. If you guys have seen some of my videos before, Citrol 266 is the absolute best degreaser you will ever find. It's made by Schaefer's, and we will simply take a spray bottle and spray it on straight just to see what would happen. All right. This stuff is absolutely phenomenal. It will cut through the toughest grease you've ever seen, and it's, well, it's made just from citrus, from oranges. This is one of the only things that will quickly get off road tar from paint and not hurt the paint. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. We'll come back and see what happens. All right, so we're coming up on almost 4 minutes. There's the front, there's the back. All right, let's see what the pressure washer will do when we hit it. Alright, so it did take some of that off. Probably at this point, what you would do is you would need to mechanically remove it. It's probably 80% clean. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if the camera picked it up, but the Citrol will produce or will break up a lot of the tire shine that's ever been on there. And I don't, especially on the back, I could see the brown gunk coming off. So I'm going to take a little brush here, and I'm just going to agitate this. I'm not even going to use any soap. I'm going to wet it. And we'll just see if it'll take the rest of the, oh yeah, take the rest of the garbage here off. Now this is a pretty soft bristle brush. Had I been doing these wheels every week like I would normally do on a car, you probably would be able to get away with not having to use any type of agitation brush to it. Alright, so that is a clean hubcap, clean wheel. So what do we learn from this? Well, I think probably you could have gotten away with just maybe just the Citrol in one application and then just agitated it. So let's go on the other side where there's no hubcap and it's just a steel wheel, and let's see what our combination can do. This time we'll try the wire wheel cleaner first, and then we'll try the Citrol and agitate it and see if it produces a faster result than just the way that we just did it. Alright, so this is just it's a black painted steel wheel, and it's Very, very dirty. And I don't know if this test is going to really show anything because of the light out here, but we'll hit it first with the wheel cleaner. Now it does remove some. It's already doing that, but I think some of that may just be because it's just hasn't bonded to the surface. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit probably about 4.5 minutes or so. We'll come back and see what happens. All right, so it's been almost 5 minutes. So let me pressure wash off and see what happens. All right, well, that's interesting. So it pretty much stripped off the paint. Yep, sure did. All right, so I do this so you don't have to. Probably a good idea not to use this on old painted wheels. I don't know how much of the paint was really not there and that just removed the rust. No big deal, but I'm gonna hit it with some Citrol now. Gonna let it dwell, I don't know, maybe 4 minutes. I'm gonna agitate it with the brush, and we'll come back when I do that part. All right, here we are, about 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Let me wet the little brush here. Kind of hard to tell. Let's see if we just get a, oh yeah. So agitation with this, as one would expect normally, is going to remove all the contamination eventually. Let me hit it with the pressure washer real quick. So I think that did a really good job. The wheels, I don't think that much paint was ever missing, to be honest, so I'm going to probably say that the wire wheel cleaner, I would suspect is best for, you probably could use it on clear coat wheels, but I would probably use something else on that, and just use it on basically chrome wire wheel covers, things like that, chrome wheels. And you can use it on aluminum, but you have to be real careful and not let it dry. So, pretty good job. Okay, so what is the bottom line on the Superior wire wheel cleaner? Well, I don't know how many people actually have wire wheel covers anymore. I'm going to say that that product primarily is for chrome wheels and non-painted wheels. I can't say for certain how much paint was removed on the Jetta's wheel. I do have one wheel that's new, but I don't remember which one it is. And I'm pretty sure it was probably clear coated, but I don't think it was that one. Anyway, the wire wheel cleaner did a very good job on it doesn't damage plastic, it did a good job on the hubcaps. You will need to agitate it if it has been as dirty as it has been for so long as it was on the Jetta. I think that on a weekly or every couple of week maintained vehicle that you probably could get away with just a squirt and spray. Not sure, depends on the compounds it's actually stuck and how bonded it is to it. So Citrol came through, thankfully. That stuff is amazing. The next video that I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to probably do it today and it'll upload after this, is I am going to show you guys how I clean the engine bay and the engine of the Jetta, because it is disgusting. People always look at the engine when they see the car and say, wow, that's so clean, you know, you must clean it all the time, and I don't. It leaks oil. I'll show you where it actually leaks, and it gets all over the engine, but I use the Citrol and clean it, not with the pressure washer. Don't do that. That's could be a recipe for disaster on wires and stuff. But I'll show you how I do that. I'll show you, because it's really dirty. But anyway, guys, thank you for your patience and for continuing to watch my videos. I'm trying to find somebody that's got a really nice dark car, seeing as I don't have the Honda anymore, because a lot of these soap tests, they don't, the contrast is not good on like a white vehicle or a really light colored vehicle. So I am working on it. So we will get it done eventually. But thank you very much. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you on the next video.